थोड़ा एक्सपेक्टेशन सेटिंग फिर थोड़ा सा पढ़ा के
It is not issue. I'm just
हाँ
telling
करेक्ट
कि आप
करेक्ट
live
करेक्ट
हो गए. Now you are live.
फाइन फाइन फाइन
Sure.
हरे कृष्ण
Yeah. So
थैंक यू
live हो गए. Now you are live.
फाइन फाइन फाइन
Sure.
हरे कृष्ण
Yeah. So
थैंक यू Namaste everyone. I hope I'm audible. Please let me know that I'm audible. Namaste everyone. I hope I'm audible. Please let me know that I'm audible. I'm audible. Let me know that I'm audible. Okay, fine. So I welcome all of you. A very good evening to all of you. I hope my screen is visible and I hope I'm audible. Of course, I may not be visible. Uh, Perfect voice. Okay, great. So I just wanted a quick feedback of how things are going. So with this, I think we are good to go. Okay, thanks, Vidushi. So I welcome all of you. I welcome Sanjeev, Vidushi, Selva Kumar, yeah, Mahesh, Rahul, and everyone. Yeah. So welcome all of you. So let me tell you how this session is going to be, so that you have a proper understanding of things and so that there is right expectation from this session. So as you can see that, I have put some, the first slide you may be seeing is prerequisites. Yeah. So, so the topic is theory of equations. Yeah. And we would majorly be talking about quadratic equation. I mean, theory of equation in general, we talk about polynomials in general. Yeah. Or I mean to say polynomial equations in general. However, in today's session, we will be majorly restricting ourselves to the quadratic equation, given that this is our very first session. Yeah. And also given that, uh, you know, I'm expecting, or I have been told, that some lower grade students, by which I mean to say ninth and 10th grade students, may also be attending this session live, so that they also understand or they are able to appreciate this session. Yeah. So yeah, with that in mind, I have kept the content for today. Yeah. So let me talk about a prerequisite, and also let me talk about what I expect from you, so that you can get the maximum benefit out of this session. So first of all, you should be having a notebook with you, pen and paper with you. Yeah, I mean paper, notebook, whatever. Make sure you are ready to solve live, a decent number of questions. Yeah. Uh, so and all of them would be related to uh, this topic, theory of equation, of course, majorly related to quadratic equation. Yeah. And let me tell you a good thing about today's session. All our questions are previous year questions. Several of them are previous year JEE main question, and many of them, are previous year IIT JEE, or you may say JEE advanced questions. Yeah. So a few prerequisites. Let me talk about. You should have a basic idea of polynomials. If I were to tell about polynomials in very short, we can say. I hope my this is visible. This screen. So a polynomial, any expression of the form. This hanging a bit. Just give me a moment. Any expression. Okay, okay. Just give me a moment. Okay. My pad is making some issue. Using it after some time. So just give me a moment. Will be what? A typical quadratic polynomial. I suppose I should write a bit bigger. I understand. But anyway, so quadratic polynomial will look something like this: ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are respectively the coefficient of x square, coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So someone is saying that I am not visible. Yes. I my face may not be visible. Yeah. And I hope with time we would be able to add our own videos also. Yeah. To the live stream. Fine. I hope I am audible enough. Just so that I'm just facing some issue with my pad. Maybe some update is required, but I will try my best to make sure that your experience goes fine. Yeah. So, and knowledge of basic identities are a must. For example, you must have learned a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Uh, and in fact, let me write just that I'm afraid that, writing may come bad. Oh, okay. Just give me a moment. Yeah, let me change things up a bit. So now, just give me a moment. I suppose it is again visible. The reason I have done this is because I am feeling restricted with this slideshow. So, okay, where is the draw thing here? There seems to be some issue here. Yeah, now we have this draw option. Interesting things happening. Now I hope my slides are visible, and I suppose it should give you a better experience of things. Yeah. Uh, Fine. Can please confirm in live chat that everything is fine? Okay. I suppose everything is fine. Okay. The live chat doesn't seem to be flowing. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks, thanks. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. So here we go. So this polynomial, I hope is clear. It is, a polynomial of degree n, and where n is some, you may say, natural number, or even whole number is just fine, because we have constant polynomial also, and an is not equal to 0. Yeah. So I hope this pad that I'm using works better here. Yeah. So quadratic polynomial is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. Yeah. And apart from that, I was saying that you should have a basic knowledge of, or rather knowledge of basic identities, like what? A plus b whole square is what? It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Yeah. A minus b whole square is what? It is essentially, uh, okay, where is the cursor? Here we go. It is, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Yeah. Now, importantly, pay attention. A minus b whole square we can write as what? We can write as a plus b whole square. Check it out. Minus 4ab. Because a plus b whole square is what? A square plus b square plus 2ab. And when you do minus 4ab, it results in a square plus b square minus 2ab, which is a minus b whole square. Yeah. Similarly, you should be comfortable in writing, for example, a square plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Check it out. Yeah, because and if required, make sure you keep noting these things. Yeah, although these are very simple, but these are going to be of good use as we move ahead. Yeah, and apart from that, I'll talk a bit more about basic identities before we go for the main concept, and after that main concept, majorly we'll be talking about the questions. So make sure you're ready with your pen, paper, notebook, whatever. Yeah, and you're ready to solve the questions. Make sure you are on your toes. By which I don't mean that you should be standing. I mean to say you should be ready. To solve. A few questions. Yeah, and it's like go go go. Yeah, quickly you must try to solve, and if required you can even answer in the live chat. Yeah, because I'm seeing the live chat, so you may answer in the live chat also, so that I know, yes, some of you are trying. Again, very importantly, make sure you try the questions. Yeah, and participate by answering. Yeah, whether you're wrong or right, that doesn't matter as much as it matters that you participate. Yeah, because maths is all about practice, and it is all about you trying the questions. Yeah, of course, I'll help you. I'll solve each and every question that we are about to see. But you must give a try to every question, because then learning happens. It's like in gym. Yeah, I mean, you have to lift the weights, then only your muscles grow. Yeah, the trainer may guide you, may train you, or may suggest you tricks, tips, techniques, but you have to work on your muscles. The same is the deal here. Yeah, so as I said, a few more identities we'll be talking about. For example, a plus b whole cube is what? It is, just excuse me for a bit bad writing. Next time, I'm pretty sure I'll do the required updates, and things should be better. So you get what? A plus b whole cube is equal to what? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of you are aware of it, but still I'm quickly taking you through it. Or you may say, yeah, I mean, this is just good enough as such. Yeah, a plus b whole cube. Similarly, what about a cube plus b cube? Yeah, it will be what? You may say it is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab times a plus b. It has got hung. Just give me a moment. Yeah, plus a plus b. Yeah, and in fact, you can also write this as what? A plus b multiplied by a square plus b square minus ab. So this is hanging a bit, unfortunately. Minus ab. Yeah, and likewise. Yeah. So now let me take you to the uh, major topic that we are about to talk about, which is theory of equation. Yeah. Some knowledge of inequalities would be good, some basic knowledge of inequality. However, I have taken only one such question, which we'll see. If time allows, we may take. Otherwise, I have not capped this session to be very difficult or, very challenging. Yeah, only thing is, can you apply the basic things to decent questions? Yeah, and that way this session is definitely going to be interesting, because you would have an opportunity to apply some basic concepts. Yeah, a few of those concepts you may already be aware, from your ninth and 10th also. Very interesting, right? And that you will be applying on, IIT-JEE, which now is called JEE Advanced Questions and JEE Main Questions. Yeah. So let's go for it. So I hope everyone is ready. Yeah. So now I'm going to talk about some concepts, and then we will be, doing a few questions based on those basic concepts. Are you ready? Yeah. I'm about to tell you some concepts, some of which you may already be aware. That's fine. We'll have a quick recap, just as we had recap of this, basic identities also. Make sure you're noting these, and yeah, so that they come handy. You can be very quick in applying these basic identities also, because they are going to play a role. Let me tell you, they are definitely going to play a role. Yeah, uh, fine. So let's keep rolling, and here we go. Pay attention. Okay, here we go. So we have ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Yeah, and suppose this quadratic equation has two roots, alpha and beta. Yeah, where obviously a is not equal to 0. Can you think why am I writing a is not equal to 0? Because just now, just some time back, I had talked about this thing. Yeah, and which is what? I suppose you have guessed and you have understood and you are able to think the what I am about to say. The leading coefficient, or the coefficient of the highest power term, can't be 0. Yeah, if a becomes 0, then it is no more a quadratic. Yeah, so that's the deal. A is not 0. Yeah, so you know what, sum of roots alpha plus beta, the sum of roots is minus b by a. I'm sure many or most of you are, or maybe all of you are aware of this. And product of roots is c by a. Yeah, the product of roots is c by a. I can quickly prove it also. Let me see. Let me prove it, because this is what we are going to use again and again. So I want that you are convinced about these things. Yeah. Of course, there is one more thing which I suppose you are aware of that also. The non-negative difference of roots is what? Root d by mod a. And here a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Yeah. And what is d? D is the discriminant b square minus 4ac. Yeah. In general, the questions that we are going to do would have a, b, c all real, and of course a not equal to 0. Yeah. What if a, b, c are complex numbers, or by which I mean to include imaginary numbers? What if that happens? Oh, all those things we can discuss in some other session. Yeah, when we talk about complex numbers. Yeah. So here a, b, c are supposed to be real. Yeah. So discriminant is b square minus 4ac. And to give you a quick understanding of these results, ax square plus bx plus c, if the roots of this quadratic polynomial equation are alpha and beta, then x minus alpha will be a factor and x minus beta will be a factor. Yeah, of course, for this you should be aware of something called factor theorem. Yeah. Nonetheless, if you just remember, these results, that should just be good enough. And of course, you should be aware of, the basic identities. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, which we have already discussed. Fine. So as you see ax square plus bx plus c, mind it. Here left hand side the coefficient of x square is a, so should it be on right hand side also. So you multiply by a. Although x minus alpha and x minus beta will be factor, but there will be some constant multiple to these factors which would be a. How can we say that? Because coefficient of x square on left hand side is a, so should it be on right hand side. Yeah. Be ready, there is going to be a lot of fun with the questions ahead. Yeah. So this essentially becomes what? A times x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. Yeah. So as you compare, check it out. As you compare, you get these results. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, alpha beta equal to c by a, and non-negative difference of the roots, mod of alpha minus beta, is equal to root d by mod a. Yeah. Now, it may so happen that some of the questions ahead may require a thing or two more. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But I want you to note this thing down immediately now in your notebook or paper, whatever, so that you can quickly use them in the questions ahead. And all the questions ahead are previous year questions. Yeah. I'll just wait for a few seconds, and then we move ahead. If required, you may take a screenshot of this, but I would rather recommend that you note these things down. Yeah. So we move ahead. Yeah. Let's keep rolling. Yeah. So here is the first question. I hope the question is visible enough. So I'm giving you some time. Quickly think about it. Okay, let me check a few things. Uh, yeah, there is indeed an update pending. Let me do it later. Yeah. So I suppose I have given you some time, sufficient time. So let's keep rolling. Yeah. So we solve this. Everyone, please pay attention. Next question onward. I may not give that much time because I believe some of you might have taken things lightly and might not have been ready with pen, paper, or whatever. Now you should be. Yeah. So yeah. So alpha and beta are two roots of this quadratic equation, and we have been asked to find a value of this. So this is a previous year JEE main question. So let's keep rolling. The first thing that you do is you take LCM. So you have alpha. See, basic laws of indices and all. Obviously, you should know. So here you have this expression. So this would become what? Alpha plus beta divided by, as you take LCM, alpha beta whole to the power 5 by 8. Yeah. So by this point, okay, since there is some gap in when I speak and when you get to see things, uh, fine, we'll see. Because I was expecting some answers, having given some time. As I'm solving, you should have been able to do it by this point in time. Anyway, so alpha plus beta is what? Sum of roots. What is sum of roots? So here, sum of roots will be what? Minus b by a, as we had seen earlier. Minus b by a and product of roots is c by a. So that's the point here. So here you have 64 sum of roots. And what about product of roots? Product of roots is 256, which is 2 to the power 8. Yeah. So whole to the power 5 by 8 is what you have. So 64 divided by 2 to the power 5. 64 divided by 32 is what? 2. So 2 is the answer. Yeah. So I suppose many of you must have got this right. Let's keep rolling and let's go to next question. And let me also tell you, the questions are going to be, going on a bit better side. They are going to become better. So try this out quickly. So I suppose you are working on this question and you must have been able to solve it by this point in time. So again, let's keep rolling. We move ahead. So So here, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 7x square minus 3x minus 2 equal to 0, then what will be the value of this? Again, I'm saying these are some basic questions we are starting with, and the questions would definitely have a better level as we move ahead. It will increase little bit. Yeah. So here, again, you may just take LCM. So you have what? Alpha times 1 minus beta square plus beta times 1 minus alpha square. And it's interesting that there are some questions which even which come in these competitive exams, which even 9th 10th grade students can also easily solve. Yeah. So what does this essentially become? This becomes alpha plus beta minus, you have alpha beta as you take common, you get what? Again, it is hunk. Yeah. So you get alpha plus beta divided by, I'm just multiplying term by term. 1 minus alpha square plus beta square plus alpha square beta square. Check it out. Term by term multiplication this is. Yeah. So here, in case some of you are finding it difficult to understand the numerator, let me write term by term. Alpha minus alpha beta square plus beta minus alpha square beta. So alpha plus beta I have written, minus taken common, and here alpha beta if I take common, or rather minus alpha beta if I take common, I get alpha plus beta. Yeah. So here, now what is the deal here? We do know what is alpha plus beta, which is what? Sum of roots, which is what? Minus b by a, so it becomes 3 by 7. What is alpha beta? It is c by a, which is minus 2 by 7. Yeah. So what about this expression? Hey, how do we manipulate this? That's where the basic identities come in picture. Yeah, this alpha square plus beta square, you can write it as, in terms of sum of roots and product of roots. Alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta, you can write this as. Yeah. And if you see this carefully, this is essentially alpha beta whole square only. Yeah. So now what would be the answer? Alpha plus beta is what? 3 by 7. Minus alpha beta is what? Minus 2 by 7. Alpha plus beta again is what? Again, alpha plus beta you could have even taken common in numerator. Nonetheless, alpha plus beta is what? 3 by 7. And what you essentially have is 1 minus alpha square plus beta square is alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So you have alpha plus beta, which is 3 by 7 whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So it becomes what? Minus 2 by 7. Uh, yeah, minus 2 alpha beta. And mind it, don't miss out on the terms. And then students at times are done with here and they forget this, and then they cry, oh, silly error and all. So yeah, make sure you're careful enough. Yeah, so you have minus 2 by 7 whole square coming in picture here. Yeah, so what would this become? If you see carefully, I do have a place here, so let me utilize this space so that we have continuity in our calculation and understanding. Yeah, so you may take 3 by 7 common. Here 3 by 7 you can take common, and 1 minus 2 by 7. So it's like 1 plus 2 by 7, which will be 9 by 7. Divide by, here you have 1 minus, you have, you may say 9 by 49. So yeah, it's boring calculation part. Maybe we can try to be quick here. 4 by 49. And as we manipulate this, in numerator we get what? 27 by 49. And in denominator, if you see carefully, you get 49 minus 9, 40. 40 minus 4, 45. Sorry, uh, you have what? 44. 44 and minus 28. So what would that be? I suppose 14. Yeah, sorry. 44 minus 28 would be what? 16. 16 divided by 49. So 49 cancels off, you get 27 by 16, which seems to be one of the options. And this is how it is. So I hope everyone is able to understand and follow. I have kept things a bit like this just to cater to the wider audience that that we are expecting, yeah, from different grade. Yeah. And mind it, these are previous year questions. This is previous year JEE main question. Yeah. Now maybe we can go to JEE advanced question. This is a JEE advanced question, or those years it used to be called it used to be IIT-JEE. Yeah. So try this question out quickly and then I explain. Yeah. So I have quickly moved on to the next question because I suppose you anyway followed the calculation part, and there was nothing much left in that question. So I quickly move ahead. I mean, I suppose these slides I'll have to talk to my team. These slides we can even share, not a big deal. Yeah. So here the purpose is learning and also applying by self. Yeah. So that's why I'm giving you time to think and answer. The basics of these questions we have already discussed. In fact, yeah. So I hope you are able to apply those concepts and solve these questions. Again, here also it is about sum of root, product of roots, and this is previous year IIT-JEE ka JEE advanced question of year 2007 apparently. So think about it. Alpha beta are the roots of x square minus px plus r equal to 0, and alpha by 2 plus alpha by 2 and 2 beta are the roots of this other equation, x square minus qx plus r equal to 0. Then what is the value of r? Now, as I am, see, why am I doing this commentary? So that those who are stuck, at least they get some idea or they get some hint. We want to write r in terms of p and q. And here, try using sum of root, product of roots. Yeah, try using sum of roots, product of roots. And you should be able to get. So let's keep rolling. I suppose I have given you some time. Let's keep rolling. So here, since alpha and beta are the roots of this equation, can I say alpha plus beta, sum of roots will be what? Minus b by a, that means p. And product of roots, alpha beta will be what? C by a, which is r. Similarly, alpha, or rather alpha by 2 and 2 beta are roots of this equation. So what about sum of roots? Alpha by 2 plus 2 beta will be minus b by a, which is q, and the product of roots, alpha by 2 multiplied by 2 beta, this is product of roots, so that is what? R. Now interestingly, related to r we get a consistent set of equation, which is what? R is alpha multiplied by beta. Yeah, and we have two other equations, alpha and beta. related to P and Q. Yeah. So here, what do we have? Oh, again, a little bit stuck. Yeah. So alpha plus beta is P. Check this out. Okay. Yeah. And we have this is what alpha plus 4 beta equal to 2q. And I suppose now everyone, even those who might have felt that they are not getting any idea how to solve this, must be able to, understand how we are going to proceed here from here. Yeah. So here we have two linear equation and two unknowns, so to speak. Mind it, R is what? Alpha, beta. And I want R in terms of P and Q. See my options? We want R in terms of P and Q. So here, what if I solve these two linear equations in the two unknowns, alpha and beta, and get, and get alpha and beta in terms of P and Q. Yeah. So I'm getting stuck a bit because of the, as I said, some update is pending for my, tablet. I mean, Vacom, I would say. Anyway, so here, alpha, beta are two variables and you can get its value in terms of P and Q. And once you get alpha and beta in terms of P and Q, you can put here in place of alpha and beta and you get R, the product of alpha and beta. Very simple, yeah. So as you solve, let me subtract, first equation from the second equation. Yeah, you know how to solve two linear equation and two unknowns. Yeah, that is so basic that I didn't even give it as a prerequisite. But anyway, these things are understood, I suppose. So you subtract first equation from second equation and you get 3 beta is equal to 2q minus p. So that means beta is what? 1 by 3 times 2q minus p. Yeah. And as you put this beta in one of these equations, you will get alpha. So alpha you get as what? So here from first equation you can say alpha is what? P minus beta. See, I'm writing some calculations in detail, not to bore you, but to ensure that, whatever audience we have, I am able to carry most of you with me so that no one is lost. Hey, hey, how did this happen? No one should have that, that kind of doubt. Yeah. So alpha is what? P minus beta. And what is this? This is essentially this. Yeah. So what does this become? If you see carefully, you'll get 4 by 3 P minus 2 by 3 Q. Yeah, so that's what alpha is. Yeah. So what about R? R is alpha multiplied by beta. What is alpha? It is essentially, you may say it is like 2 by 3 times 2P minus Q. Yeah, if you see carefully, alpha you can write as what? If you take 2 by 3 common, you get 2P minus Q. Yeah. And what about beta? So beta is essentially, as you take 1 by 3 common, you get 2Q minus P. Yeah. So here, this becomes what? 2 by 9 times 2P minus Q multiplied by 2Q minus P, and hence your answer essentially will be what? I suppose D option. Check it out. Yeah. So D option is correct. And that's how it is. I hope you could follow. I hope you could understand. And check it out. This is a previous year IIT-JEE question or JEE advanced question, which you can do it so simply. Yeah. So in competitive exams, easy questions also come. Yeah. And you should not miss out on them. You should definitely solve them. Yeah. So let's move ahead and go to the next question. Think about it. And as I said, things may get a bit better. So yeah, Sanjeev has replied apparently D as answer for this latest question. You're right. Good, Sanjeev. Yeah, very good. So think about this question. One root is a square of other. And the equation we are talking about is x square plus px plus q equal to 0. And we want to find a relationship between p and q. And these are the four options. Again, this is a previous year IIT-JEE question. I suppose it is 2004. I mean, year 2004. And S should mean screening. Friends, let me tell you that earlier there used to be a screening test before the main exam. Yeah. You may understand it similar to the current scenario where JEE Main is conducted before JEE Advanced, and top 2 lakh, around 2 lakh students, from JEE Main get to attempt JEE Advanced. So similarly, since earlier the paper used to be subjective. So, the IITs wanted that, because see, subjective paper time takes time to check. Yeah. So IITs wanted that, not anybody and everybody should get an opportunity to write the exam. So they used to have, screening test, which was majorly objective type. And those who cleared this screening test got an opportunity to write IIT-JEE. Yeah. I suppose this was the trend before 2006 or so. Anyway, let's keep rolling. I hope you could, try the question. Now let me do a bit about this question. And those who are midway, those who are still working on the question, don't worry. In case you are stuck anywhere, since I'm writing as I'm explaining, or rather I'm explaining as I'm writing. So, you can take hint at whatever step you're stuck. As I reach that step, you can take hint and try to still complete on your own, because that's how the spirit should be. Yeah, you should get to the answer before I reach, because I'll be explaining, and wherever you're stuck, you should take hint. So let's keep rolling. So here, one root is the square of the other root in this equation, x square plus px plus q equal to 0. Yeah, and we have been asked to find relationship between p and q. Yeah. So here, let's say x squared plus px plus q equal to 0. Let's say the roots are, alpha and alpha square. Why so? Because it says, right, one root is the square of the other. So let's say one of the roots is alpha. The other root will be what? Alpha square. Yeah. Now, we want to relate P and Q. So, how can we relate P and Q? Hey, we can use again the sum of roots and product of roots. Yeah, the sum of roots alpha plus alpha square would be what? Minus P. And the product of roots alpha multiplied by alpha square, which essentially will become alpha cube, is, again it got stuck, is Q. Yeah. So, yeah, we want to relate. So, what we can do is we can cube both sides in this first equation. So, you get alpha plus alpha square whole cube equal to minus p cube. Mind it, minus p whole cube will be what? Minus p cube. So, what does this become? This essentially becomes a plus b whole cube. Did I not tell that basic identities would be of use? So, here we go. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab, that means alpha multiplied by alpha square. So it becomes alpha cube, a plus b. Yeah. So this is minus p cube. Yeah. This is minus p cube. So what does this become? Alpha cube is q. So alpha to the power 6 will be what? Q square. Alpha cube is q. And alpha plus alpha square is what? Alpha plus alpha square is this. Yeah. Minus p. So I put it here, minus p. Yeah, and mind it, this is minus p cube. So what you essentially get is, you essentially get p cube uh, minus 3pq plus q plus q square equal to 0. Yeah. So check it out. Which one would be the correct answer? I suppose the A option is correct. And has anyone given? Yes, Sanjeev, you have already answered. I am seeing the check now. My bad. Maybe you had answered much before. Good. A is the correct answer. I suppose everyone could understand and appreciate this question. Let's keep rolling. See, ultimately, the point of this session is not for you to note this answer or solution. Why? Because you can again come back to this video and have a look at the relevant questions or required questions. The point here is to not waste time, but to make sure that you get time to solve and we quickly discuss. Yeah, and by quickly I mean to say, without dragging you all. Yeah, it should be at decent pace, and that's what we are trying to do. Again, p and q are some real numbers where p is not equal to 0, p cube is not equal to q, p cube is not equal to minus q also. Alpha, beta are non-zero complex numbers satisfying alpha plus beta is minus p, and alpha cube plus beta cube equal to q. Then, what will be the quadratic equation having roots alpha by beta and beta by alpha as its root? Fine. So here, don't get distracted by this word complex number. Ultimately, it is related to sum of root and product of roots. Yeah. So before we do this question, I had told you, right? That if there be any requirement of any additional concept, not major additional concept, but little bit related to what we have already seen, but a tweak of it, I'll brief you as we move ahead. So regarding this question, let me tell, a couple of things. Yeah. What is that? So here, pay attention. Um, what will be the quadratic equation? What will be the quadratic equation, having alpha and beta as its root? Having alpha and beta as its roots. Yeah. Please excuse me for my handwriting. It's because of the, uh, you know, uh, lack of update in my instrument. I'll update it and then it will surely be better next time onward. Yeah. So here, if alpha and beta are the roots, can I say x minus alpha and x minus beta will be the factors of the quadratic? And mind it, it's quadratic. So alpha and beta are the roots that leads us to, as per factor theorem, which you may be aware, x minus alpha will be a factor, x minus beta would be a factor. And as you multiply, you already got a quadratic. Yeah. So you can equate it to zero. And this is the quadratic equation, having alpha and beta as its roots. Now, this is not the major part. The major part is the next step. You get x square minus alpha plus beta times x. Yeah, as you multiply term by term, yeah, plus alpha beta equal to 0. So if you see carefully, the quadratic equation essentially is what? X square minus sum of roots times x plus product of roots equal to 0. Excuse me, I got sneezing, and it seems that there is no way to stop the mic. So make sure you take a note of it. A quadratic equation having two roots, you can write it as x square minus sum of roots times x plus product of roots equal to 0. Not so difficult to understand given what we have seen and done till now. Yeah. I hope you have taken note of it. Yeah. Maybe 5 seconds more. Yeah. So here, try applying the same in this equation. And you can, put your answers in the chat. So as I said, the questions are going to get a bit better and better. So yes, this is a little more better question, I would say. Again, whatever concepts you have seen, that you have to use. Okay, let me show it again. Sanjeev is saying, this I suppose you want me to show. Is that fine, Sanjeev? Let me know. Then we move ahead. Done? Great. Let's keep rolling. So there is a difference in, as you may already be aware, the moment I say something and when it comes to you and then you respond. Yeah, there is a, you know, there is a gap. So as they say on train station, mind the gap. So make sure you mind this gap and try not to be impatient, which I'm pretty sure you would not, Crystal. Yeah. Try this question. I'm giving you time. not to waste it, but make sure that you are using your time and trying these questions. And as I said, I would want you to be on your toes, as you try these questions. So I suppose you have, the first thing that you should do surely is to note the relevant parts of the question. Yeah. So let's keep rolling. So I suppose I have given you some time to work on this question. You may continue working, and in case you are looking for hint, even those who are looking for hint, they should also have that opportunity. So let me start solving it. So here, the roots are alpha by beta and beta by alpha. So as per our understanding, the required equation should be what? X square minus sum of roots times x plus product of roots. Yeah. Okay. This seems to be uh, plus product of roots equal to 1. Sorry, equal to 0. Yeah. That's what it is supposed to be. So what does this become? This becomes x square minus, as you take LCM, alpha square plus beta square by alpha beta times x plus this becomes essentially what? This essentially becomes 1, right? Equal to 0. So now, do we have alpha beta ready made? No. Do we have alpha square plus beta square ready made? No. But what do we have? We do have alpha plus beta, which is given to us as minus p, and alpha cube plus beta cube, which is given to us as q. So can we get using these two, information? Can we get the expressions, or values of alpha square plus beta square and alpha beta in terms of p and q? That's what you should think, because our final answer, as you can see in the options, is in terms of p and q. Yeah. So here, as we move ahead with this, you get what? You get alpha cube plus beta cube is what? You may say it is alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta. So yeah, a basic identity is being used a lot, as I had already told you. Alpha plus beta we know is minus p, so its cube will be minus p cube. Minus 3 alpha beta, alpha plus beta again is what? Minus p, so minus minus becomes plus, and you get this. Yeah. So what about alpha beta? Alpha beta is essentially, if you rearrange, you get q plus p cube divided by 3p. Check it out. So this is alpha beta. Now what about alpha square plus beta square? Yeah, because if you see carefully, we have alpha beta and we have alpha square plus beta square. So alpha beta we have got. What about alpha square plus beta square? Yeah. So alpha square plus beta square again you can write as what? Alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. And now you can see, yeah, you can see the the answer, I suppose now. So alpha plus beta whole square will be what? Minus p whole square, which is p square only. Minus 2 alpha beta. Hey, we have just now got this, alpha beta thing. Yeah. So let me leave it as it is. Why? Because all what we want is we want ratio of alpha square plus beta square and alpha beta. So what does this become? This becomes x square minus alpha square plus beta square is what? It is p square minus 2 alpha beta by alpha beta. Yeah. Just that let me write beta a bit more properly so that it doesn't look like p. X. I'm very much concerned about this writing, maybe spoiling your experience. That's not what my intention is. I already explained, yeah, there is some glitch, so that's why it is happening. Anyway, so here, what does it become? Alpha x square minus p square by alpha beta will be what? P square by q plus p cube divided by 3p. So it becomes what? 3p cube, isn't it? I mean, you are smart enough to follow this. And mind it, minus 2 alpha beta by alpha beta will be what? Minus 2 times x plus 1 equal to 0. Yeah. So let me change the color of the pen, but keep using the same slide so that everyone is able to follow. So what you get is Yeah, Sanjeev, you have rightly said we can use identity. Just now I saw your message. Maybe you had typed earlier, but I didn't see it. So you have x square minus, you have what? Uh, 3p cube, and as you take LCM, you get what? Minded, to take bracket 3p cube minus 2q minus 2p cube divide by what? Divide by p cube plus q. P cube plus q, and you have what? Times x plus 1 equal to 0. And as you take LCM, you get what? P cube plus q x square minus 3p cube minus 2p cube will be what? P cube. So p cube minus 2q with minus sign. Yeah. So I suppose B is the answer. Yeah. How many of you agree with that? Check the calculation part. Yeah. As you take LCM, x square coefficient and constant term you can say is p cube plus q, and coefficient of x is minus times p cube minus 2q. Yeah. So let's keep rolling. I suppose everyone is just fine. Yeah. And have taken, I hope you have been able to absorb this nicely. Let's keep rolling. And now the question even get better, I suppose. Read the question. It seems to be IIT-JEE 2000 screening question. Try to answer, and I would really love to get your answer in the chat. Think about it. Then, I've added a few more questions, but let's go to a question which immediately adds value and you enjoy it. Let's after this question, let's go for that question. Immediately adds value and which is which you enjoy in the sense, the level is a bit on better side. Any answer for this question? So yeah, I have got to hear my voice now, and it seems to be echoing a bit. But I suppose it's good enough. Okay, C is what is the answer of Sanjeev. Any other responses? Come on. Sanjeev is the only one who seems to be participating. I think the answer is C. Yeah. I others, please participate. I'll give a few seconds more for you to think, and then we discuss. Yeah. Yes, sir. It will be C. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So you say the answer is C. Let's see. And that C is SEE. Yeah. Fine. So let's keep rolling. And if alpha and beta, where alpha is less than beta, yeah, are roots of this equation x square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where c is negative and b is positive, then we have to comment, or rather we have to compare alpha beta and mod alpha, with respect to 0. Pay attention. here alpha is less than beta. Yeah. What about sum of roots? Sum of roots is alpha plus beta, which is minus b by a. And mind it, a is 1 here, coefficient of x square. What about product of roots? Product of roots essentially is alpha multiplied by beta, which is c by a. So c by 1. So c it is. Yeah. Mind it, since b is positive, you can say alpha plus beta is negative. Mind it, isn't it? Alpha plus beta is minus b. B is positive. B is greater than 0. Check it out. Yeah, so that essentially means what? That essentially means minus b is negative. So that means since minus b equal to alpha plus beta is negative. And what about alpha beta, which is c? Since c is negative, yeah, check it out. 0 is greater than c. So I told you very basic inequalities you should be aware of. Yeah, this wavy curve and all. Let me not take any such question because it will be inconsistent with whatever we have done till now, and it will be a leap which we don't want to take right now. So C is negative, or rather 0 is greater than C, so C is negative. So alpha beta is negative. Anyone wants to change the answer? Yeah, think. I'm giving you that opportunity to think. So alpha should be negative. Yes, Sanjeev, you are absolutely right. Good. Yeah. So alpha is lesser than beta, and alpha beta, the product alpha beta is negative. That means what? If product alpha beta is negative, one of these two terms should be positive and other should be negative. Because if both were positive, product would be positive. If both were negative, again product would be positive. So one of them is negative, another is positive. So definitely alpha is negative and beta is positive. Why? Because alpha is less than beta. So alpha is the one which is negative and beta is positive. Make sense? Now think a bit more. Here alpha plus beta. Oh, sorry. Alpha plus beta is negative. Yeah. So what does that mean? Alpha is negative, beta is positive, but alpha plus beta is negative. So can I say that magnitude wise, mod alpha is greater than beta? For example, we say minus 3 is negative and 2 is positive, but minus 3 plus 2 is negative. So that means what? Magnitude wise, mod of minus 3 is greater than 2. Think about it. Yeah. So what does that become? That essentially becomes combining these two, you get what? Alpha is less than 0, less than beta, which in turn is less than mod alpha. So that means what? B is the answer. I hope you enjoyed this question. Sir, it is already given alpha is less than beta. So beta should be lesser to make the equation of alpha into beta equal to minus b. Okay, it seems that you have removed that comment. But I hope you enjoyed this question. Huh? And what we have done is we have just used sum of root and product of roots, not to make some other equation, not to write something in terms of something else, but compare the roots with each other, and also to comment whether both are positive, both are negative, or one positive, one negative, like that. So I hope you enjoyed this question. Uh, Now let's go for maybe this one last question. Yeah, or after that maybe we may go for one more. We'll see. Let's go for this question. Yeah. You realize the mistake. Good, Sanjeev. You're learning. Yeah. I would encourage others to also participate and, try this question out. This is a JEE main question. Alpha, beta are the roots of x square plus bx plus 2 equal to 0, and 1 by alpha, 1 by beta are roots of the second quadratic equation. Then what is the value of this? Interestingly, there are four options. Two options are only in terms of q, and other two options are only in terms of p. And it is supposed to be single correct. Yeah. Try this out. See, I told that questions would become a bit better, and I have tried to ensure that. So I hope you are happy with me keeping my promise. Think about it. Again, this is not so difficult a question. Maybe previous question was a bit better than this. But anyway, Try this question out. Okay, Mahesh is saying yes, sir. Now understood. Good, Mahesh. So yeah, I suppose you have had a good look at the question and you have started attempting and maybe almost ready to give answer. Let's see. Yeah, any answers? Let me start doing it so that others, those who are looking for hint, get that hint. So if alpha and beta are roots of this first equation, that means what? Yeah. Uh, that means x square plus px plus 2 equal to 0. The roots are alpha and beta, and 2x square plus 2qx plus 1 equal to 0 have roots 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. Now, this can be solved in some other ways also, but I'm sticking to the way that we have used often in this session. Option D is what Sanjeev is saying. Let's check it out. Uh, because frankly, I don't remember the answer as such, but I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. Yeah. So here, we can say sum of roots alpha plus beta is what? Minus p. Product of roots alpha beta is what? 2. Fine. What about sum of roots 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta from second equation? It is supposed to be minus 2q by 2. So it becomes minus q. If you take LCM, alpha plus beta by alpha beta is minus q. What is alpha beta? Rather, what is alpha plus beta? Minus p. What is alpha beta? 2. Yeah, from here I have used. So this is essentially supposed to be what? Minus q. So that means p equal to 2q. That means even if I get my answer in terms of q, I can replace it in p. And if I get answer in p, I can replace it with q appropriately. Yeah, as such. Like p you can replace as 2q and q as p by 2. Fine. What about product of roots? 1 by alpha multiplied by 1 by beta is 1 by alpha beta, which essentially is what? C by half, which is same as this essentially. So no new info as such. Fine. Fine. Yeah. So now what about this expression? Alpha minus 1 by alpha multiplied by beta minus 1 by beta. Yeah. Again, you may possibly do this in different possible ways, but one straightforward way will be what? Multiply term by term. So alpha multiplied by beta is what? Alpha beta. Minus 1 by alpha multiplied by minus 1 by beta is what? Plus 1 by alpha beta. Fine. Now what? Now alpha multiplied by minus 1 by beta is what? Minus alpha by beta. And minus 1 by alpha multiplied by beta is what? Minus beta by alpha. If you take minus common, you get this. This whole gets multiplied by what? Gets multiplied by this expression. So alpha multiplied by beta is what? Alpha beta. 1 by beta multiplied by 1 by alpha is what? 1 by alpha beta. Alpha multiplied by 1 by alpha is 1 and 1 by beta multiplied by beta is 1. So you get plus 2 here, essentially. Yeah. So what does this become? Pay attention. Alpha beta is 2 and 1 by alpha beta is half. Yeah. Minus. Now alpha by beta plus beta by alpha you can write as what? Alpha square plus beta square divided by alpha beta as you take LCM. Yeah. Alpha beta. Yeah. Uh, Whole multiplied by, mind it, this whole is multiplied by alpha beta plus 1 by alpha beta plus 2. So alpha beta is 2, 1 by alpha beta is half and plus 2. Yeah, very step by step I'm writing so that everyone is comfortable. Now, how would you write this? Okay, just give me a moment. how would you write this alpha square plus beta square? Because alpha beta I know is what? 2. Alpha square plus beta square you can write as what? Alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Yeah. So what does this become? This essentially becomes 2 plus half is 5 by 2. Yeah. Minus alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta will be what? Alpha plus beta whole square is essentially minus p whole square, which is p square. Yeah. Minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha beta is 2, so minus 2 alpha beta is 4, or rather minus 4 by 2. Yeah. Multiplied by what you have is 2 plus half plus 2, 4 plus half, which is 9 by 2. Make sense? So what does this essentially become? This essentially becomes 9 by 4, 9 by 2 multiplied by this 2 from other factor in denominator, multiplied by you have what? 9 minus p square. So interestingly, yes, D is the answer and we need not replace it in terms of Q. Yeah, because in case we want to replace it in terms of Q, no other option seemingly matches. So yeah, D is the answer. You're right, Sanjeev. Very good, very good. Yeah. So we go to this last question. Again, this is a previous year question, and let's see how many of you can quickly do this. Yeah. It seemingly involves a bit of trigonometry. However, I hope that it is. I mean, you should be able to do even without much knowledge of trigonometry, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, let's see how it goes. Think about it. If you're not very much comfortable with theta and what that sign is, bracket 0, pi by 2, don't worry much about it. I suppose that may not be of much use as far as this question is concerned. Yeah, you just have to use sum of root, product of roots. And let's see how many of you can do this. And this is the last question. And I hope you have enjoyed this session so far. And this is again a previous year question. And I hope, the expectations that I had set, I have been able to fulfill those. I had said that majorly we'll be focusing on quadratic. We have done that. Yeah, I'm sure many of you would have given some quick thought to this question and would have almost done or completed this question. So here, first of all, you need to simplify this expression. What does it say? Alpha to the power 12 plus beta to the power 12 divide by, here divide by, you have 1 by alpha to the power 12 plus 1 by beta to the power 12 whole multiplied by alpha minus beta to the power 24. Now, if you see carefully, you can take LCM in denominator and things work out better. Alpha to the power 12 plus beta to the power 12 whole divided by, you have alpha to the power 12 plus beta to the power 12 as you take LCM divided by alpha beta whole to the power 12. Yeah. And here you have alpha minus beta whole to the power 24. Better you can write this as what? Alpha minus beta whole square whole to the power 12. Yeah. Because alpha minus beta whole square you can write in terms of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. And recollect all these things we had seen in the beginning of the session. Yeah. So here alpha to the power 12 plus beta to the power 12 cancels off. What you essentially get is upon rearrangement alpha beta whole to the power 12 divide by alpha minus beta whole square I can write as what? Alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. I hope you are able to recollect. This is what we had seen in the beginning of the session. And I told that, these identities are important. Yeah. Now, mind it, what is alpha beta? Alpha beta is essentially product of roots, which will be constant term divided by leading coefficient, or you may say coefficient of x square. So minus 2 sine theta divided by 1. And what about alpha plus beta? It is minus b by a, so you get minus sine theta. Yeah. So as you replace it, what would you get? you get alpha beta, or rather, you can even take alpha beta in denominator. Yeah, I mean, so this expression you can write as what? You can write it as 1 by, or doesn't matter much, but yeah, anyway, alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta divided by alpha beta whole to the power 2. Oh, sorry, whole to the power 12. Check it out. I mean, this much manipulation, I suppose you are absolutely comfortable with. Yeah, you have just taken alpha beta whole to the power 12 in denominator. Yeah, and like that you can manipulate. So here alpha plus beta whole square would be what? Sine square theta. Yeah, sine square theta, and minus 4 alpha beta. Mind it, below also alpha beta is there. So alpha beta is minus 2 sine theta, and minus 4 alpha beta by alpha beta is what? Minus 4 only essentially. Yeah, uh, whole to the power, you must say, minus 12. Isn't it? I mean, 1 by something to the power 12 is that same thing to the power minus 12. Yeah, not a big deal. Yeah, I hope you are able to follow. So here, sine theta cancels off, and what you essentially get is, if you take, LCM, let me write it in the form which is comfortable for all of you. Minus sine theta by 2 minus 4 whole to the power 12, right? In fact, minus 1 you can take common, and that to the power 12 is 1 only. Yeah. So what does this become? So yeah, most of you are already now comfortable. It seems you are able to see the answer, and hence uh, you know, you are anyway comfortable. So here, what do you get? You essentially get 2 to the power 12 in numerator. Yeah, if I were to write a bit directly, and sine theta plus 8 to the power 12 in denominator. As you take LCM and rearrange, you get this. So that essentially means what? I suppose B is supposed to be the answer if we have done calculation right. Yeah. And I hope you enjoyed this. And here there was not much use of trigonometry as such, although it seemed that some sine theta and all these things are involved. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this session. Uh, Quickly let me know. I mean, how much you enjoyed it, and I suppose there should be a feedback form that can be provided to you, so that you let us know maybe the next topic that you're looking for, and maybe what else we can do, or how better we can do for all of you. Yeah, so I'll share this with my team, so that something like this can be done, so that we are able to serve you better, we are able to help you better, we are able to guide you better. And yeah, thank you, Sanjeev, for your appreciation. Thanks for your kind words. Definitely, if you are able to understand, you have put some good effort, and kudos to you. Yeah, if you are able to understand that, yes, it means that I have been successful in delivering what I have wanted to share with you. But that also means that you have been sincere, you have been patient, and you have put efforts from your side. So congratulations to you also. Yeah. So I suppose we can call it a day. Have a nice weekend ahead. Yeah. All the best. Bye. I think it is exam season for you, at least for some of you. So make sure you do your best in your exam. Prioritize the questions right. Don't panic. Yeah. And yes, try your best and leave the rest to God. All the best. Bye.